So it was the Junior Team Tennis USTA National Organizer of the Year. Yeah, I guess, just Junior Team Tennis has been a program that we've really been pushing here at Courts Plus. And it's just a great way of getting kids out, playing on teams, getting them used to playing on teams for the first time. Everyone likes being on a team. And the idea is in tennis, you don't see that very often. And it was, for like this region, sometimes it's difficult to get a lot of people playing tennis. So we were able to increase that by 118%. We started a few new programs here, some high school junior team tennis that they don't have anywhere else in the country. So I think that's what caught their attention and kind of got us some recognition for getting like the junior team tennis program going here.
And how does, I guess, that help develop possible talent for you as a coach here at MSUM?
Yeah, I mean, through the years there have been some players who have done the local junior team tennis. For instance, like Olivia Keelan has done, Chester Jones. They were both part of the junior team tennis program and then went on to play at MSUM. And it's just a good way of seeing talent actually from all over the place, because we played teams from Minneapolis. We went to nationals, played some teams there. So you just get connected and get to see a lot more players playing. With this being such a young team with the 6 freshmen on it, the goals were to get up to speed as quickly as possible, figure out who was going to be playing who in doubles, and just trying to get them up to speed with college tennis, basically. And then the goals really were to make it to the conference tournament. And I was, hoping for like a top 5 finish. Yeah, so basically the people that Maria stayed with when she was in Kansas before she transferred to MSUM, they got a hold of me and they said, we're trying to set up this surprise for Maria. Like, her parents have never seen her play a college tennis match in all the 4 years that she's played college tennis, and time's really gotten away from her, and they just wanted to see at least the final match. So we had to figure out a way of getting Maria to Minneapolis. So I called, I found there was a bus that got her there, and I said, yeah, that's fine, you can miss practice on Friday. It's important that you can go down and see your friend, because she thought she was going to meet her friend from Kansas there. So she shows up at the airport, and then her parents arrived. And she was just so excited, to see them, and I think they were really excited to see her play as well. And it was just really cool.
Tell us about the other story with the Jones sisters and playing doubles.
Yeah, so I think it was their intent that they would play doubles. Now, at the beginning of the season, they started out not really playing that well together, not really gelling. So we didn't actually have them play together in the first few matches, and then sort of about halfway through, I gave them another chance, and they just really started clicking. And then they got some really good wins, particularly against Winona State, which helped us get the 4 seed for the tournament. And then they by the end of the season, they were just playing awesome together and really getting along well with each other on the court, which isn't always the case with siblings. So that was really fun to see. Yeah, I mean, if someone had told me at the beginning of the year that we would be playing Mankato again and we would have won 2 out of the 3 doubles, I wouldn't have believed them. So one of our goals at the beginning of the season was to try to get our doubles up to speed. So it was a great start, got off to a good start. And then really in the singles matches, they came out just playing awesome. I mean, they were out there to really go after the ball and really win the points. So it wasn't really like our players didn't perform, the other team really just outplayed us in the singles matches.
And talk about your 2 seniors, right? Jessamy and Maria, and the impact they've had in your program.
Yeah, I mean, well, Jess has been with us for all 4 years, and she was the captain this year. She's really helped raise the profile of the program. She was sort of the first top recruit that I really had as a coach. And other players saw that this player was coming to MSUM, and they're like, oh, maybe I should look at MSUM. So just as far as bringing in new players, she's had an awesome impact. She's been a great student. She's won the Miles Brand Award. So she's really set the benchmark for future teams. And then Maria was our first international student. And that's kind of a big deal for a tennis program. A lot of tennis players will look at teams and they'll think, oh, who do they have on their team? And when they see they have a player from Spain, they think, oh, that team really means business if they're going out of their little area to recruit players, and they can, bring in players from elsewhere. And Maria, really, same thing. She's been a great example. She's been a good student, and just the fact that she just works so hard you know, to win matches and to all the stuff that she does off court as well. So,
what does the future of Dragon tennis look like to you?
Well, with such a young team and with them really performing, I think we had a great season. We're still going to be, you know, we have all those freshmen for next year, and then we have 4 players that we're bringing in next year as well. So actually Raquel is going to be our only senior next year. So we'll have 1 senior, we'll have 5 sophomores, and then we'll have 4 freshmen. So the future's looking good.
As Coach Summers said, the season has come to an end. Let's give you the recap of the season, starting with the start of April against Bemidji. With matches being held at Virginia, Minnesota, the Dragons would earn a 5-4 win, showing strength in the singles, taking 4 of 6 matches. Taking on Minnesota Crookston later in the day, the Dragons would get a clean sweep of the Golden Eagles as they forfeited at the final doubles spot and the final 2 singles spots. Taking on Division I opponent, North Dakota Fighting Hawks, the Dragons would lose 6-1 with the lone point coming from Maria Morel Carretero in singles, who also won her doubles match paired with Raquel Ramsbottom. Thanks to 2 wins in doubles, the Dragons edged Winona State 5-4. Sisters Jessamy Jones and Chessa Jones, as well as Ramsbottom and Maria Morel Carretero, won their doubles matches. Jessamy, Olivia Keelan, and Maria picked up wins in their singles matches to get the win over Winona. With a win, the Dragons would move into 2nd place in the NSIC over Upper Iowa. Winning 2 of 3 doubles matches, the chances look promising, but the Dragons would fall short, losing 4 of the 6 singles matches, with Alexis and Chessa winning their matches. Only those 2 would get the win, and they would fall to the Peacocks 5-4. At the NSIC tournament, the Dragons saw their season come to an end a little bit earlier than they anticipated as they fell to Mankato 5-3 in the quarterfinals of the NSIC tournament. The match was the final one for Dragons seniors Jessamy Jones and Maria Morel Carretero. The Dragons finished their season 12-8 overall.